What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Let's get right into this, and today we're going to be talking about this deck that I'm playing, as well as talking about this new update that's coming in here. Right now I'm just playing with Kubutops. I just was messing around with a fighting dark deck with not ghastly, with coughing and wheezing and far-fetched, just a weird combination overall. I just want to find something different because new cards are coming to the game, finally. It's wonderful, something I can grasp my little feelers on. Also a lot that have a lot of game-changing things to the meta. Whether it's Tauros, that's 3 energies, but only does 40 damage unless it goes against an EX Pokemon, then it does 120 damage. Whether it's a Vaporeon that has the active skill of being able to move around water energies whenever it is at play. When it's Mew, but with the ability, with like a similar ability to Ditto, where it's able to copy another Pokemon in the active slots, or it says active Pokemons, but it's probably just the Pokemon up front. But take a move of the active Pokemon and then use it on them, which is just absolutely nuts, for only 3 energy too, because then that makes like Crimson Storm Charizard very sketchy to throw in, because if you're trying to do Crimson Storm Charizard, then they have a Mew in their back line with 3 energies. You hit one person down, then that Mew comes in and just smashes you with Crimson Storm as well. It's just insane to think about the possible implications that are going on with this whole new, like, not season, but new card pack that's coming in. Also, Execute with ability to add more leaf energy to it. I don't understand that, because Executor only takes 1 energy, so why would it need more? Unless you're like, unless it needs to retreat, but it's just, it still doesn't really make a lot of sense unless you're adding another Executor into the game that needs more to be able to get going and get hitting. Also, you have Blue with the -10 damage to any Pokemon on your side. So basically, if a person is Articuno and you know it's gonna Blizzard, or you're assuming it's gonna Blizzard, your front Pokemon can take 10 less damage, and then your back Pokemon can just not take any damage at all from that next attack, which is just wonderful to have. So then it means, like, it's between life and death. Like, Blue is like, it's kind of like Giovanni. You can win a game with Giovanni just by doing 10 more damage, just that smidgen more damage. You can still stay in a game by taking 10 damage less. And that's what Blue is here to do. So it's very cool with that. But yeah, just seeing all these cards coming into the game, it's just insane. If you want to see a full rundown on all the cards that are coming in, you can go to Spraggle's video, or a lot of other YouTubers that have the same exact thing. I'm more just talking about everything and giving my 2 cents on everything. I cannot wait to get my hands on these cards so I can make amazing decks for you guys. Because especially with Vaporeon, I am just so hyped with that. Because it seems like from its description that it doesn't just mean you can move energies to Vaporeon itself, but you can move energies to between any of your water type Pokemon willy-nilly, which is at least nice, because this still doesn't give Dragonite decks an upper hand, but it does get very scary if you have a Lapras or an Articuno as a water deck, and already having Misty. If you roll a good Misty, that energy now just doesn't just stay on one Pokemon. If you have this Vaporeon, that energy can be moved anywhere you want to any water Pokemon. And then you have the dang Anchor, the dang Grass Anchor, Ghost Grass Anchor in regular games, but just grass in this game, being able to, it's like a Lapras, where it does 20 damage normally, but then it does 20 damage with 1 energy, but then if you add 4 more energies to it, it does 90 damage. And it's, of course, not an EX, it's just a simple Pokemon, so 90 damage isn't too bad. And then Aerodactyl EX, I have a lot of things to say on this. This means that if a person is gearing up, if they're like, alright, time to put my Ivysaur Ivysaur in the front spot to get ready to make it into a Venusaur next round. You can throw out Aerodactyl EX in there, and then he's unable to do that unless he moves it back into your bench, back into the bench, which could take away energies from it. So now people can't preemptively put out Pokemon knowing that they're going to evolve them, which personally I don't do that, but some people that I do face against do. But people can no longer do that now in fear of Aerodactyl EX. And even if you don't want to do that, Aerodactyl EX also hits for 80 damage in 2 energy, which is just amazing. I think I'll be, honestly, the main things that I'm excited about, first of all, are Aerodactyl EX, Vaporeon, and then I don't know, I have not worked with Mewtwo before, just because I personally can't stoop down to do Mewtwo decks. You're never gonna see one of those decks on my channel, but I'll see what Mew can do. I'm interested in Mew enough to maybe take a look into it, if it's not gonna be, extremely nuts, you know? I cannot play broken things. It's just not in my DNA. I can't. But yeah, just overall extremely excited about everything that's coming into this game. Also, just the art in general is gorgeous. Some of these cards are just beautiful. Also, there's Dedenne that is able to... You know how... Alright, so we know how we got a Jigglypuff that is able to put anything to sleep with 1 energy. Just right off the bat. Now we have Dedenne that if you flip that for 1 energy, if you flip a coin, well, first it does 10 damage, then also if you flip a coin, that Pokemon is paralyzed the next turn. So, just another annoying stall. Just think of a Dedenne Jigglypuff deck. Oh my god. Just think of, torturing people. I don't even want to win this game. I just want to stall out this as long as possible. Paralyze, sleep, Hypno in the back. Oh my god, I know what I'm going to do if I first get these cards. Oh my god, I will be the worst person. I won't stoop Mewtwo low, but I will stoop this low to where I don't care if I lose. I will still Hypno sleep you, and then it smack you with 10 damage every single turn. Just so you know, I mean business. Oh my god. This is about... Oh, the things that have unlocked to me to give me just this evil sense in my mind. It's wonderful. It honestly is wonderful. But yeah, it's just great to have new cards in this game and everything. It's just wonderful. And also, I'm going to be talking to you about Kubutops for a little bit. Kubutops is okay. It's a pretty good Pokemon. It is just a little bit to set up, just like Amistar. Aerodactyl is faster to set up, but also doesn't have any attack right now. Then Kubutops, extremely good, especially when, if you're going up against a Articuno or a Starmie, and you send in Kubutops to go against it, they don't 1-hit you, they don't 2-hit you, especially if you're attacking during this time. And also with Giovanni, it'll just make you do better. Basically what I'm trying to say is Kubutops, for the amount of damage that it hits you with, it also heals that amount. So its regular attack, Leech Life, does 50 damage. But if you Giovanni it and make it hit 10 more, then it also heals 60 instead. So you're also healing it for 10 more than it usually would be. So, and it already has 140 HP. So basically what I'm saying is, if an Articuno blizzards you, you're at the 140 HP, and Articuno blizzards you, and then you Giovanni and attack it for 60 damage, you heal back 60 damage that Articuno did to you. So that Articuno basically only did 20 damage to you. That Articuno only hit you down to 120 from 140. It just takes you a turn to heal it back. But nonetheless, it is just very good overall as long as you get it set up. But like everything that takes a while to set up, it isn't as viable as a lot of other things that get set up in 2 turns. Like a Starmie, or Pikachu, which literally you just need 2 turns to put energy on it. Or anything like that. So of course it's not complete meta. It's just, if you want to play with something fun, go for it. With this, I'm playing against the Charizard deck, and you will see this Moltres rolls awfully every single time. We don't get great pulls either, though, to where we're just unable to actually get things going for the most part. I could have played this differently, to where maybe I could have made this, like, happen faster. But it just didn't work out. This game was a loss for me, but overall, I had 3 wins in this, and I had 3 wins in this like whole streak, and then 1 loss, which I'm completely fine with taking that. I'd rather have that than just nothing. And of course, right now we see his Charmander does have 1 energy on it, and Moltres has 3. He does get it up to the Charmeleon, and he adds another energy to that, and then this Moltres does do a good roll this time, which does save this game for him. He would have been screwed if he didn't get any good roll this time, but he did manage to get it, and he also has Charizard in the back, so he can just instantly start smashing me with Crimson Storms. He gets the 1 energy, and that's all he needs. That's the thing with Charizard, you know, you just can't stop it, and I don't have things that do enough damage on him. And so overall, it was just like, all right, GG. I knew I was dead from this moment, but it was still fun. I still tried to play it out. We still got a good amount of stuff on him, and even though we didn't win it, it was still very close, which I will definitely take. I am completely fine with being close, but with no cigar, because at least it wasn't just I am losing this the whole time and I'm completely failing. It's more okay, it's fine. But yeah, just overall, I think this update is a huge win. And I just can't wait to get more decks out for you guys and everything. It's going to be happening on the 17th. And stay tuned. Join Pokemon TCG Pocket if you haven't yet, because it's about to get way more interesting, especially with all these other cards. If you want to see, once again, if you want to see what all those other cards are, then I would say look at Spraggle's video. He did a great rundown of everything that's going to be coming. I just listed out some things that I am very excited about here, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did, please support the channel. If you did, please support the channel, leave a like, and yeah, peace.